Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I hope you enjoyed our last two videos and I hope it was useful. Now coming back to our career prospects, today we will be talking about engineering. Now the thing about engineering you have to keep in mind are the types of jobs available. Now mainly we do engineering, we have this idea that after engineering our BTech degree, BE degree, we will have a job. Most of us, that is why we do engineering. Now I also did did engineering for the same reason. Now we don't keep in mind what are the types of job available, right? Especially the departments which you're studying in. Now there are mainly three types of job which I will be talking about, the ones who hire mostly. Number one are the mass recruiting IT companies, right? TCS, Cognizant, Wipro, Infosys, and there are many other Concentrix. There are many other companies. Now, what they do, they hire from all the departments mostly. Some companies don't allow civil or biotechnical, biomedical, but they hire from more or less all the departments. And it is IT jobs, that is everything related to software, database management, networking, etc. And then there are the engineering companies which hire the core students, the civil, mechanical, electrical, ECE, EIE. These are the companies which hire students for their core knowledge, the core sector jobs, but these are very less available. The things were already bleak before the pandemic, and after the pandemic it will be much worse, right? I don't have any good news to give you regarding this sector. I wish I had, but the things are not looking good for the future. The manufacturing sectors for both all mechanical, civil, electrical, they were already pretty bleak, right? Companies were not hiring. Even if they were hiring, they were hiring from the premier institutes. So the private engineering colleges, if it's not very good and does not boast a very good alumni strength, then they don't have that much exposure to industries where they might get core sector jobs. And the third type of job that is available is the business building jobs, right? The marketing, the sales jobs. Okay. Now the problem with sales job is there is a target. The packages will be highest for these jobs, but it will be based on targets. Now they will boast like 10 lakh package, 7 lakh package, but the thing is 50% or 60% of it will be variable based on your performance. And if you can't perform, you will not get that much salary. You will not get a placement in Kolkata mainly. So what will happen? A 20-25,000 salary will get every month, which will not be enough if you want to survive in Pune, Bangalore. Okay. And the growth is also based on your performance. If you don't perform, the growth will be less. If you perform, the growth will be good. Now if you're interested in management, then of course if you're interested in sales, you can go for those jobs, but otherwise I will say that try to avoid those jobs. Now the next thing which you have to keep in mind is the placement record of the college you're choosing, right? Now the placement statistics, I'm not saying that the colleges lie, but statistics is easy to manipulate, which you will be learning in engineering, that statistics can be manipulated to look good, which might not be the case. For example, the CSIT department, CC department, they can boast 2 jobs per student, or even in some colleges 3 jobs per student. But the core departments, civil, mechanical, electrical, they can't even boast 1 jobs per student or even 0.5 jobs per student, right? But the total, if you do the average, it will look like 70% placement record, 80% placement record. So you will have to keep in mind that the placement records which are shown by the colleges in the various sites, the online sites, they might not actually represent the real story. So for that, I will advise you to contact your seniors from your school or somewhere else who are studying in that college, right? You should know the real scenario from inside the college, the students' perspectives, because when you will be studying, you will be a student and you will be sitting for the placements, right? So you will have to keep this in mind, that whatever it's shown, your parents might say that this college is showing 70% placement record, that means this college is good, but which not might be the case if you are choosing for civil department or say mechanical department. The last thing about engineering is that not many of you, I'll say some of you might not want to go for placements or jobs. Some of you might want to go for higher studies. You might want to do MBA, you might want to do MTech, you might want to do MS. Some of you also might want to go for military, that is the army, navy, air force jobs. Some of you might want to do government jobs in PSUs or even the state governments, the local governments, you might want to do that. So for that, you have to have a clear idea from the very beginning, right? If you are confused till your second year, third year also, if you are still confused in your fourth year, then I'll have to say that you're doomed. But if you're still confused in your second year or third year that what you want to do, you have no idea, then I'll say that research about that first. that what you want to do. If you want a job, then prepare yourself according to a job, right? You must be professional, you must be timely, you must be punctual, you must have a good speaking skills, you must have good technical knowledge. Prepare yourself accordingly. But if you want to do MS, you want to go for research jobs, if you want to go for academic jobs, right? You want to be a teacher, you want to be a professor, associate professor, you want to be researchers in various colleges. Not even in India, even in abroad, you might want to prepare for GMAT, you might want to prepare for GRE, you might give TOEFL, you might give IELTS. In India, you might want to give GATE, CAT, MAT. There are various other, you might want to give EAC exams, you might want to give UPSC. So I will say whatever you want to do in your future after your BTech, you must have a clear idea about that, because accordingly you have to prepare, right? Because if you are not preparing from your third year for your CAT or for your GATE, then or for your GRE, GMAT, whatever you want to do, then you will fall behind. I have seen people who were confused that what they want to do, and neither did they get jobs nor did they get any good master's opportunity. So you have to be very clear, and I will say prepare for it. There are many coaching institutes for like the same thing which you have endured in your school, like the FITGI, Pathfinder, Akash. They will also be there in your engineering, GATE Academy, then other ACE. There are various institutes for CAT as well, time. So there are these institutes, and they will pressurize you that you have to, you will feel that pressure. The teachers might also say that you must, go for these tuition centers. But if you are serious, if you want to prepare, if you want to you want to get good CAT results, you want to get good GATE results, then if you prepare yourself very sincerely from the very beginning, you can do it yourself as well. It's not that difficult, but you have to have a clear mind. You cannot be confused, right? So this is also which I might want to add, that you have to have a clear goal, what you want to do after your engineering. Now the first departments which I'll be covering are the core departments, also known as the core departments, right? Mechanical, civil, electrical. Now to be very honest, going back to the early days of engineering, there were actually only two engineerings, that is civil and military, right? Because back in the 1800s, 1700s, military strength was very important, and also infrastructural strengths were also very important. So the first two engineering departments which actually happened were civil and military. But from military they kind of diversified, and civil engineering is still standing there. But there are a lot of things in civil engineering, then mechanical engineering, electrical engineering. Now the syllabus I can't cover in a single video. If you want, do mention in the comment that you want me to cover all the engineering syllabus separately for all the departments. I will definitely do that, but in a single video I can't really cover all the syllabus. But mainly what you will be learning is the vast versions of civil engineering. For example, in civil engineering you have structural engineering, then you will have environmental engineering, you will have soil mechanics, you will have water resource engineering. These are the various parts under civil engineering. Then under mechanical engineering you have machines, various working of machines, engines, and even environmental machinery. You will also learn about those. Electrical also you will learn about the different electrical machines, the power plants, control systems. There are various other things in electrical engineering. Now the jobs, the core sector jobs are really bleak, as I already told you, but there are companies which hire for civil. I'll say that L&T is a good company, Gammon, though they have not been hiring. There are many other companies, subsidiary companies like soil companies and environmental engineering companies, which do hire from both electrical and mechanical. Now electrical engineering, still there are few jobs available. Bosch is a good hirer, and then you have Tata Consultants Engineering, which hire from all the three branches. And mechanical, for mechanical you have some Tata Motors, they do hire. Then last few years back UVM also boasted good results, good mechanical placement results. So you have to keep in mind that when you are studying the placement records of companies, you do study that what companies are hiring and for what jobs, right? So this is all about the core engineering. Now the two departments which come under the non-core are CS and IT. Now these are the two of the most successful engineering branches, computer science engineering and information technology. Most of the students get placed. Since the IT boom, these jobs have been readily available. There was a slight setback back in 2018, but still not that much to hamper the placement records. And from then again the things have looked normal, pretty good actually. Last year Many companies recruited more than 10,000, 20,000 this year also. They followed that trend, and the packages are more or less very good. And I would suggest that you should learn many computer languages which will actually help you in the job scenario. So mainly under CS, three parts come, that is software, hardware and IT, sorry, networking. But in IT you won't have the hardware part, and these things, the jobs mainly get you to database management, software development, software support, testing and other things. Now there are various other engineering departments. I feel I should have covered chemical in the core department, but which I am covering now. The job prospect for chemical were good. I am talking about data from 2 to 3 years back. Chemical engineering was the most employable department. The jobs were available, but after the pandemic situation I am not really sure. But then again you will also have to see what are the opportunities. And now moving on to other departments like ECE and EIE, these are the core sector jobs are very bleak. Not many companies hire from private institutes. They hire from top premier institutes like Jadavpur, IITs, Shibpur. But private engineering colleges, they can't really say that the ECE and EIE core companies came and hired students. But the advantage is that the IT companies after CS and IT, they give most preference to these two departments. Now moving on to other departments like food technology, biotechnology, biomedical, these are for the students who had a knack for biology. But then again the placement scenario haven't been good. The core companies which do hire, they hire for sales work and not the actual technical work. So be very sure that what is the job profile once the companies offer you. Now apart from engineering, there are many other things related to engineering like pharmacy and architecture. Now pharmacy is basically, as we know, the study of pharmaceuticals. Now this is also a 4-year course, but mainly I am, with all due respect to all the pharmacy students, the jobs which are offered are not so much technical, right? They are more of like MR jobs with better packages, right? But there are good companies, for example Ranbaxy, Sun Pharma, but they don't hire from all the private engineering colleges. The food technology is also a good, as I covered food technology, it's almost like the engineering part is almost the same. Now architecture is mostly about drawing, right? Drawing and designing, and it's a very tedious course. It's a 5-year course and it is very difficult, right? A lot of effort. If you have that knack for drawing, if you are a good artist, then I will say that you can go for this department, but otherwise it's a very difficult to pursue your career in. We have launched our Facebook page, so if you have any specific queries regarding any of our videos, you can contact us over there. Please like and follow our Facebook page. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like. Please give your feedback and queries in the comment section, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and share this among your friends and family. Thank you.